NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg has said that the military alliance is deploying its rapid response force for the first time ever. This is to bolster defense in the face of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Stoltenberg has warned that the Kremlin's aggression had created a so-called new normal. Listen in.
We see, of course, that they're moving towards Kiev. We also see the rhetoric, the messages, which is strongly indicating that the aim is to change government, to change and remove the democratically elected government in Kiev. We are in close contact with the government of Ukraine. We are, of course, monitoring the situation very closely. It is still a fluid situation. What we have seen is that the Ukrainian forces are fighting bravely. Yesterday, NATO allies activated our defense plans. And as a result, we are deploying elements of the NATO response force on land, at sea and in the air to further strengthen our posture and to respond quickly to any contingency.
The latest step by NATO aims to beef up defenses. Allies spearheaded by the United States have rushed thousands of troops. While NATO leaders met on Friday to discuss Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the meeting happened as Russian forces closed in on Kiev, the Ukrainian capital. Stoltenberg reiterated, saying that Moscow bears the sole responsibility for the invasion.
What we have warned against for months has come to pass, despite all our efforts to find a diplomatic solution. Moscow bears sole responsibility for the deliberate, cold-blooded and long-planned invasion. We condemn Russia's aggressions in the strongest possible terms and call on Russia to immediately cease its military action. We stand with the brave people of Ukraine. We fully support Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, its right of self-defense and its right to choose its own path.
Meanwhile, French President Macron has said that the world must brace for a long war between Russia and Ukraine. Listen in.
La guerre est revenue en Europe, je vous le disais. Cette guerre, elle a été choisie unilatéralement par le président Poutine, avec une situation humanitaire tragique, un peuple qui résiste, et une Europe qui est là, qui résiste aux côtés du peuple ukrainien. Et il nous faut tout à la fois essayer de bâtir la paix et protéger, mais prendre aussi les mesures indispensables pour apporter les sanctions, résister, mener ce combat.
Meanwhile, the Slovak Prime Minister has said that the unity of NATO and European countries would be a strong deterrence to Russian interference. Eduard Heger made the statement as he visited a border crossing where refugees from Ukraine were arriving. He called Ukrainians friends and thanked Slovak citizens who were offering them refuge.
All the member countries of European Union and also the NATO countries are very united, and I think that's such a strong deterrence for Russia that they will not dare to touch any member country of NATO and European Union.
The NATO Response Force, or the NRF, was created in 2003. It is made up of 40,000 personnel. It includes 8,000 strong high-readiness contingent with air, sea and special operations soldiers that can be deployed within days. The Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby has pointed out that the NRF was to protect NATO countries not to engage in fighting in Ukraine, which is not a member of the NATO alliance. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.